morning, coming to you at 0900 hours, 17 minutes, now 18 minutes, Tuesday, October 2nd, 2018. Months down in the calendar year of 2018. Wow, out of five. Today is a topic on dignity, dignified. Dignity is the value of one's self worth. The power of oneness I spoke about is honesty. Should have looked it up first. So I had to make sure. I didn't have to look up dignity because I focus on that from a long time of knowing who I am. Most people will try to tell you your dignity. And I spoke about honesty. And in honesty, I spoke about why does it matter that the other person cared. We pay too much value. I'm not gonna call it good or good or bad. We'll say positive and negative. Positive is what you control. Negative is the outside void of what you cannot control. That's what make it negative. If you cannot control it, it is negative. If it's positive, you have full control. It is your response to your ability to have that control. Can nobody else take that from you? And dignity, which I vary from the religious people, the people that read book from book that can bury them verbatim, always challenge that every time we had a service and we have Sunday school or Bible band or they Bible study. I would say, why is we calling pride bad? But under the negative void, now this is negative because it's the extraction of who you are instead of the intraction of who you are, the inside, which dignity first starts within self. You cannot dignify any person, don't matter what you say. They have to see it from themselves. They have to find, you have to find your worth. This goes to my young men and women, because as adults, we love to claim the word hater. I'm not a hater. I know what a hater is. But do not ask me, do not stand in front of a computer or electronic device or on live national TV. Tell me to look at you and I'm supposed to automatically just like you for whatever you was doing. I can respect you as a person. That's what comes with it, your worth. I respect you already. I don't have to enjoy what you're doing. You might not even be doing a good job. Just because one say you're doing a good job, that's why they have a voting system. That's part of another system too. Like American Idol. Happy to get to bring this up in dignity. And because I wanted to bring it up yesterday, but it never came out. They have a whole bunch of people calling in, including the judges, for the contestants to choose whether you like this person more. That's how they figure out they like if more people like this person or not. I don't never vote for people or say good job because that's a lie. Because I would never lie to myself. Because that would be a fixed answer, which we got to understand the word fix is not always a good word. And so, why would I say I enjoyed this person in reality? I was like, they singing was horrible. Like, if I compare a top singer, and to me, a top singer is not always the person you want me to say. I watched this lady on American Idol. She was Dominican or Puerto Rican. She was sick in the element of what she had the cold. And she sounded, sorry about that. It seemed like the person, see, even the frequency of negative don't even want me to talk. Every time you see a listener, and remember I made that live and I recorded it and said, Creator, if you don't want me to talk about this, that what we call God, the power is not in the word God, is in the word Creator, the Almighty, the Father. That video was still working, and YouTube have not deleted that video. I did not get struck down. I didn't get hit by a car. I have more chances at not getting hurt lately. And I feel the spirit more now. I'm being truthfully honest with myself. I'm telling people like if I meet somebody try to hook me up with a friend, like I don't really. I'm like telling the truth. No, I broke that. I did that. That was my fault. I messed that up. I did that wrong. I'm truly being. I'm being so honest. The people just like, what the? Did he really just? I didn't tell him myself. I just told the truth. Telling on yourself is not telling somebody the truth is not telling on yourself. That's telling the truth. That's part of what telling the truth is, isn't it? But that's another story because that's another power one is truth. Because truth it goes with trust. But today we're talking about dignity. I want to say pride. So in my understanding of dignity, I'm not just going to vote for a person that like just because you like him. I don't. Sometimes I thought this lady was the best singer on the show, but somehow she got eliminated. And we knew she was the best singer. Just like when I watched the one with Diamond White. She sounded better from the girl from that group. They tried to diss her. I was like, but even the black dude coming against her, she's a young black girl trying to quote unquote black indigo indigenous African descent woman. Why this African descent indigenous man coming against her when you sound the best, not even trying, and then kept trying to give her songs that was like she murking the songs like literally she taking this song over. You tried to give her some little kid sounding song. It didn't sound right, but because her voice was too strong to sound like a little kid. She was a little young lady being turned into a woman before your eyes, but you trying to deflate her. Just like I'm watching sports. I'm happy Shannon Sharp said it because now I can explain it. Sometimes it's good to listen to people, whether you like them or not. They make sense, and it helped you, and it helped me explain the word this for indigo African descent quarterbacks in the NFL, the National Football League. They are never designed to win. They are not fostered. They are not. They are not. When they get to the NFL, if you watch the play calling, Cleveland Brown chose Colin Kaepernick was the beef. See, this is the order. See, I watch the spirit coming. When that spirit come, that truth hit. That's letting me know. Go ahead, go forth. I don't need 9,000 confirmations from other people. People don't run how I dictate on how the creator going to tell me and guide me and challenge me into life. People don't challenge me. If I'm that person shouldn't challenge you. If you're married, you're not defiling your bed. That woman is not your challenge. That man is not your challenge. Your own dignity, your self-worth is your challenge. And they run like EJ Manuel play for the Bills. He will make a 30-yard pass, great play. They called the great play. But some odd reason they will keep calling deep routes. And I'm like, no, why you ain't dinking and diming now? Dink and dime, run a slant route. Run a route that opened up the field. Run a running play that opened up the field for the runner. And it just like, I keep setting them up. And I kept watching all black quarterbacks. I even watched Cordell Stewart. It's like they want them to succeed with so much success. They don't want to be them to be successful. And that's just the beginning. I'm gonna try to give a proper understanding on another video of not even just the black quarterback, just in life, how to avoid disappointment. And you have no control, but the people that have the real control. That's why having ownership and having a backup plan. Like I work at a job, I have stocks, and I have ownership of what I'm working towards. And I'm getting to a time where I'm not going to be on this social media, this YouTube, or I don't have anything else. I glance in every once in a while. I had Facebook. I did the same. I get on Facebook, get off, delete, get off, get off. I did Instagram like that. I think I know I'm done with Instagram. And the type of man or a person or the being I am, that's not my life. I'm 35. I'm more focused. And you can go, I got playlists. Go to my playlist called The Truth to all my African descendant people and a lot of my watch videos. I don't care about my other players. I like watching that. I'm not going to feel bad for watching that. I'm not gonna feel bad from watching a woman shake her booty. I'm not gonna feel bad if a woman get naked. I'm not gonna feel bad about what I'm viewing. You can take that to somebody else, and you can try to flip around your logic to make me seem a certain way, but it's not gonna work. I've been got over that. I'm good. I watch people around this world do so many hurtful things to people, and I noticed this. I watched a woman say people that never cheated on people also, and it just started running down things on people. Then I started thinking like, I am very prideful in that. That's part of my worth. That's part of my dignity. I never cheated on nobody. But when 13 and 14, when people been doing this at a young age, it becomes normal. See, normal become what we take on and keep the same action over and over. See, I call that patterns. But in life, if you want to associate it to society, that's normal. It's normal for a man to have a lot of women and not to engage or put all his energy into one woman. But it's okay because he garnished enough he garnished enough skill that when he do just stick to one woman, it'll look very good. It look beautiful compared to the man that have not been garnished enough of skill because he have and I'm trying to explain to people, and when people don't listen to what I'm saying, I stop talking. Like if I'm talking to you face to face, a man that has been with less women with less experience going to have less. A man that has been with more women and more opportunities, he's going to have more. Correct? More of what? And then that's when you go into now understanding of who that man is. And so, as I say, if you a man or you a young woman, a young man, and this is your first, that's okay to be your first. It's okay to say no. It's okay to not go all the way through because this is your first. And it could be the first of anything. The first time you on a trip with somebody that you have feelings for. It's okay to not want to do certain things because you never done them before. And then for sex, if you never had sex and you a true virgin and you never back at your live. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful under the beautiful is like it's beautiful is still a wonder. Like your beauty can't be matched. You're the epitome of beauty because the beauty you have, it's not a physical beauty. That's why I call what you call God the creator. And I stand strong on pride. This is why I stand strong on pride. I'm gonna give the best example. I was a dietary aide. I'm a little older now. I'm 33, 32. And I'm watching people work. All older than me, younger than me. And when I get done working, I took a lot of pride. See, a lot of people will try to convert pride into negative, which the biblical Bible verse of pride is it's not never under the positive. They never associate it, and I have not yet to find that. Somebody can find that for me and correct me. Because you can, when you judge in love and you correct in love. I challenge and guide and correct in love at all times. And we try to get to an understanding from one another so we can have better knowledge so we can be wiser. And when I left my area, so if we have a what you call it, a servery, there's a big refrigerator with a pull-out stand because it's not a real refrigerator because you got your milks, your juice, your food for the next day, the food from that night you got to take downstairs, make sure you grab the trays out because you got to replace the trays with the other trays, so you got to make sure they go get clean, and you do it in a timely manner so the dishwasher can do it that night instead of having to do it in that morning to give them back up. So he tried to finish all the dishes that night, and you try to bring it down in a timely manner instead of thinking about. And I had to think about how like, okay, I'm the dishwasher, and I used to teach them, tell them that the ladies, because the ladies didn't really wash the dishes. I was like, if you see a pan or a pot, send that down with the porter. Send that down on top of the. We don't care that is there. See, I told them I didn't like other guys. Man, I had a problem if you sending down a pan that needed to be clean, but you were sending it down with the hot box where we keep the food hot till we get to the servery. I don't care because I want to clean this now. But if I know it's gonna cause me to be late, I'm okay. But if I'm cleaning and then you pop something on me and you cause me to like, no, I had a plan to leave at this time because I was on time to leave at this time. That's that pride in me. If I made plans and I'll let you know I'm leaving at this time because we ahead, we have no trays, and then if everybody starts sending trays and it's not with the hot box and you come down after you cleaned your servery to do your reach through dignity. I didn't treat them bad. I didn't make them feel less. I said that was not right because what you did, and they was doing it now. They was just doing stuff out of like I felt like out of spite. But I told them thank you, and they would laugh. I was like, I don't care you doing all this spite. I'd rather you put the bread, whatever, the juice, whatever shouldn't be up there for the next day is already the day is over. I don't care if you put everything. I would go sort it out myself. That did not bother me. It bothered the porter. The porter. So within indignity and my pride set in, I knew I had to clean. Only thing that we weren't responsible for was the floors. But I still had to sweep. I didn't mop because the person would come mop. They were and I had pride. And one day they took notice. They started taking notice. You like take a long time, but then they start seeing me. I see why you take a long time, but you actually do your job. And then there was times when I got faster. When you get put on different serveries, now when I had learned everybody don't clean the same because everybody don't have pride. So I would have to like, you want me to do this, but and they would start putting me on different serveries on purpose to clean. But then sometimes they would call me in early. Can you just go clean that server? Because what people would do, everybody would not do what they say. But you can't really punish somebody and fire them just for that sake. After a while, it just seemed like they was doing that, and then it was not part of a union. But the difference was the so you got to think about what is dignity to you, not so much what the world say, society say. Break out of these systems. It's not the matrix. You're not in a simulation. It might feel like it. You're in a trance because they transed everything. They took original languages and changed them and threw they everything that was original. They threw it away because people had to make false claims so that they own. See, but the only owner I have is of myself. I own me. I control me. That's what's the positive state I'm in. If I want to be better, I have to work on me. I have to respect me first to have dignity, to be dignified. Go look at the word. Look at the etymology of that word. Look at the makeup of the word. Dig. You digging. See, every word got to play on word because it comes from other words. And it wouldn't sound right. And then if you look up fi, dignify, nify, to look up that word or nati, it's like not it's a connection to the dig. So it need that connection word to make it a full word because it's a state of being. So we start looking up the state of beings. Like I'm in a state of being in a trance, translation, transgression, transfer. So now when you start doing that, this guy, this man that you listening to or you viewing don't sound so crazy no more. And you start asking your question, but this is when you seek knowledge. Was practical. You don't like being logical. The time is still moving. So logical understand. I'm learning that we are co and practical. I learned that. We are taught and formed and shaped and like how they say we shaped and formed to the iniquity of this earth, what is already here. So we have to go. I don't have to go along. She was the better singer. That the best singer didn't win. Kelly Clarkson wasn't the best singer that year. She didn't even have the best. And then if we going by the best spirit, she didn't even have the best spirit because even the Dominican lady didn't have that. It was another. It was like two other people. And to me, I don't watch them. I don't watch the shows in the beginning unless I like the auditions. I try to block out. I try to just. That's why I'm happy they got you. I don't gotta watch your story. I just want to see you perform. Let's see you perform first. Let's hear your story second. Because if you truly telling me you worked hard as you ever worked in your life, it should be in your performance. You don't even have to be the best. I see people don't see that's You had another move. I was like, wow, I like that. Your emotion changed compared to a person. I just watch people that can dance, just dance. So like this, they can dance, but this don't mean nothing. Like I was watching World of Dance panel. If you don't take pride and dignity in yourself, if you don't elevate yourself to a higher standard or higher moral values and ethics, I hate the word standards, but in this case, I'm going to use it, quote unquote standards. If you don't push yourself to be greater, why would anybody else be push you? You can tell by the company you keep, by the way you live. Some people are alone because they should be alone because they are better than themselves. But some people are alone because they're just very nasty. And don't confuse your pride with arrogance and conceited and sassiness and diva ways, being a boss, being a player, being one of the. Don't confuse none of that with none of those words. So that's not what you're doing. It's taking the time out, knowing on who you are, the power of oneness, your dignity. What do you stand for? What do you mean? What do you and see that's how you bet you never ask yourself, what do you mean? It sounds funny. Because you would say, what's the definition of a word, right? When somebody's talking, what do they mean, right? Make sense of that. Let's make sense of you. Start making sense of who you are. And I don't just give that, and to me, I'll despise all religion because the way it's set up, it's this great feeling, this great miracle. But I didn't receive it. I was like, you received this miracle while you punching your wife in the face? Amazing. I don't know how you received it. So you're looking for it a certain way when that's not the truth. He received it another different way. He needed to receive it because he was punching his wife in the face. He need to stop punching his wife in the face. So stop being so quick to just follow people and to trust in their words. Even always say, challenge yourself and try to guide you to a point. You figure out the rest. I don't have the answer to none of what you're going to do. I don't have none of your answers. Your answers. I have mine. This, I don't know what that is. When you say that, that's like that's mumbo jumbo, like baby talk. I know what you're saying, but it don't compute. You got to put it in some words where we all can understand it. And I can understand baby talk if you talk baby talk, but I don't understand baby talk. I don't understand gibber jive. The baby talk is actually real. That's something there. That child is really trying to say something, but since that their mind is not just coursed in that's how we whatever language we learn. The bastard the bastard translations that we learn from every language. They don't have that yet. They don't have the bastard because they have the original form because they are the original from the seed and yet to be nurtured, fostered, breeded into what we are seeing in each other each day. I remember a woman asked me, a black woman said, "Are you racist?" Because we was talking about everything. She kept going around everything I asked her and kept trying to ask me. And I'm answering her question. I was like, "Would you please answer my question?" And she kept dancing around. I was like, wow. I was like, we never gonna. You made a bad comment towards me, and you never apologized. But then she said she apologized to herself. But then at the same time, she was all this stuff happened to her I didn't know about. But then like to blur out things like, "See, you didn't know that about me." That's why I like to feel egos. But I was like, you wasn't quick to tell me about face. You was so quick to just, and I never said nothing rude. But she was wondering why she don't have a man at her age. But she's like, I gotta date out. So that came to the question like, so that's gonna solve all your answers because you date out. She tried to say, oh, we all need to get along. So I need to get along with a person I'm getting along with, but that's coming against me for no reason, and I ain't bothering them. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay. And this things like she just said, and it was like that don't make sense. So anyway, and it was so much, and I was like, man, she don't got no pride and self love and respect for herself. And what I do when I meet a person like that after a while, I leave them alone because I was like, I'm gonna respect me because if I respect me first, I know what to look for. It's easy. I don't gotta dish you or badmouth you or treat you bad. I know what to look for. I was like, you don't. As soon as you start talking, I'm like, you don't respect yourself, do you? They're like, huh? I do respect myself. No, you don't. You just accepted all of this. You said all that out of your mouth, but where was your dignity? When I say on one, I say unto all. It's your choice. It's your path, your journey. Choose wisely. Work with your good, positive, moral values and ethics. I am. Who are you? Who are you? I am truth, success, success, resolve, resolution. I'm the best I can be. That's my reinforcement. That's positive and good. Actions, I love me. And empowerments. I am great. I am beautiful. I am handsome. I am full of the beauty that the Creator that's handsome. I am some of the beauty that the Creator gave to us. To me, I am some of the beauty. So what's wrong with that? Stop letting people dictate how you treat yourself, how prideful you, how proud. Be proud of yourself for what you accomplished. Every step. It's gonna take every step. I'm not about this leveling up BS. I'm on a new level. No, I like the songs. I like them on a new level. The beginning verse, the other crap, I don't know what happened, but whatever. Yeah, amigos, you can't have a verse and artists. The first verse is so good by one person, then you just spew just what are you talking about anymore? I know what you're talking about, but it don't even go with the song anymore. I'm being better. I'm on a new. Even though you did not create that wall, there's a wall in front of you. Stop battling the wall. It's already there. Just keep going. Shalom.